I'm so dumb. I've been sitting here talking to the camera, talking to you guys, and I didn't even press record. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Yes with two songs. We're going to listen to Cinema and Leave It off of their album 90125, released 1983. I really totally forgot to put on the record button before. I'm glad I didn't get into the song or much further before I realized it. That's why every once in a while I'm looking at you guys, but then I kind of check the side camera just to make sure, I got that big red dot up there. I actually kind of miss going to movies. Not that I watched a lot of movies, but I did enjoy the occasional trip to the cinema. I honestly don't remember the last movie I watched in the theater. Anyways, you guys are more than welcome to join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments down below. Let's just jump into the song. This is Yes with Cinema and Leave It. Not to Beaver, to Yes. to me is the most 80s song that I've heard from Yes. That to me is Yes in the 80s, more so than Owner of a Lonely Heart. Like this, it's interesting. Let's talk about Cinema first. Cinema was a really nice instrumental passage into this song, and I see that it opens up side 2 of the album actually, so that's actually also a nice entry into side 2 of the album. I thought Cinema was really nice. I don't think that there was a ton going on, but it was really densely packed, and I do think, for as dense as it was, it showcased a lot. Of course, the drumming was fantastic. Squire, bass work is always good, no matter what. And then it did have a very cinematic approach to the sound of it, especially with what Kay is doing in there. It's just this really big build-up and transition into the next song, Leave It. And honestly, thinking of Cinema, I was thinking, you know what? It also has a somewhat theatrical approach to it, to me, in the sense of, imagine you're at the theater, right? Imagine you're at the cinema, and you know how before the movie starts, they put up the title card, or the production company, let's say it's the lion roaring, or like, I don't know, the Dolby sound system thing, whatever your thing is using, you know the sound goes like that thing or whatever. Alright, imagine if they used that song, Cinema, in those parts. Because I feel like it kind of has that same vibe, in that it feels like the curtain's opening, and it's kind of giving you this like sound sample of what you can expect, almost as if it's testing out the sound system in the cinema. Perhaps that's somewhat of an idea of what they're going for, keeping, you know, theaters and stuff in mind. I believe that Cinema is also like a offshoot band or a side project. I've honestly never really looked into it. That was like some of the band members from Yes at one point. I think when they kind of split around, I'm not sure, but I think that that's what one of the offshoots of Yes was called as well. So perhaps it's also in reference to that. Leave It. On first listen, I actually have no idea what I think of Leave It. I'm going to need another listen to this one, to be honest. I like the vocals, especially the way that they enter and build up in those harmonies in the beginning of the song. That's very Yes, right? That's one thing that I love about them. So even there, it was really cool. I thought the song was actually going to stay very low, building off of those vocals, but it actually got into a high energy kind of thing going on. Like I said, very, very 80s production, drumming, like everything here just sounded very 80s. One thing I can say about it though, is that I appreciate their experimentation. I appreciate them attempting this sound, you know? That's one thing that I always appreciate when I listen to bands, whether it's here or bands that I'm familiar with outside. I may not always like the results, but I can always appreciate a band trying to perhaps come out of their shell a little bit, perhaps trying to try something different. And I feel like that is what Yes is really doing on this track. They've already established that on the previous tracks on the album, but I feel like this one has gone not a bridge too far, but definitely a bridge. Definitely going, you know, over the edge a little bit to the other side and testing the waters there, seeing if they're warmer or colder. I honestly don't know how I feel about this. I do like the lead singing here. That's Trevor here. Yeah. I like this. It's not bad. And then those harmonies are continued really throughout the whole song. It's fun. It's dancey. This is kind of cool. Interesting change in that time signature there. Kind of throws you off a little bit like Turn It On Again from Genesis. It's unique, you know? If anything, I can appreciate it. I'm not quite sure right now if I like it or not, but I can appreciate it. Trevor and Tony have a nice atmosphere between them. Yeah, and there is a nice 80s epic feel to it, right? So I kind of come back to this point. I can see this being a huge hit in like a stadium, right? They got something here. They got something here. I don't know if they struck gold, but they at least struck a little bit of silver. Like, let's talk about the lyrics for this one, Leave It. I can feel no sense of measure, no illusions as we take refuge in young man's pleasure, breaking down the dreams we make real. One down, one to go, another town and one more show. Downtown they're giving away, but she never came back. No phone can take your place, you know what I mean, we have the same intrigue as Court of Kings. I like that line where he says, No phone can take your place, you know? He needs this person by his side. And calling them on the phone is not going to satisfy. It's not going to, do the right job. It's just not the same kind of connection. 2 down, there you go. MacArthur Park in the driving snow. Uptown, they're digging it out. Better lay your claim. Get home, you're not alone. You just broke out of the danger zone. Be there to show your face on another dreamy day. Okay, lyrics. Okay, yeah. The ending parts, which repeat over and over. Goodbye, 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 bad. Hello, hello, heaven. Goodbye, 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 bad. Hello, hello, heaven. There's no nuance. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah. Let me know what you guys thought of the songs. You can join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments down below. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.